I should think that for 35 years I was normal. For the rest of my life I can be normal. So what do I do? So you think till the time you were declared diabetes. So here what you have to understand is 0 to 20 years what you have eaten and grown. You go back to that. Close your eyes and go back to that. Stick to that food. If you are going to bring in medicines as a daily part of your life, we don't know, we don't have research that 25 years of medication and 30 years of medication or 20 years of medication, how much, what are all the side effects it is going to give us. We don't have such research.
I hear you all say, okay, now I'm a diabetic, but get me out of this now. What should I avoid and what should I include to exclude the medicines? Hello and welcome to Dr.C.K.Nandagopalan YouTube channel. I'm your host Susan and I have here the star of the show, Dr. C.K.N. Welcome, Doctor.
Hi.
Doctor, we would like to know, now we are diabetic, now we need a solution for that. We heard a lot of information regarding diabetes, but now we want a solution. Can you please help us with that?
Yeah, you can, let us not burden the medical world and be your own doctor. It is a very simple stuff. You don't need to go to Cambridge or Oxford to study medical science or health science for all these things. In my books, we have every individual born on this earth need not have to be a doctor or a scientist, need not have to be a computer professional, okay? Because after all, the doctors and the scientists and the computer professionals are working for the mass. So how to be your own doctor? Suppose if you find certain frequent urination or frequent thirst and all that, these are the symptoms for diabetes mellitus, and then you notice all these things are other ways of symptomatic stuff when you realize, and when you go to doctor and then they test you up and they can understand very immediately with all these symptoms that you may be heading in for diabetes or you're headed in for diabetes or whatever. And they found your blood parameters and all that, and then these hemoparameters is going to show you that your glucose levels on the high side. So now, if I am going to be one like that, what am I going to do? So am I going to bow myself in front of a medical practitioner and then pop medicines for the rest of my life? Or I was normal till the age of 35. At the age of 35, I have brought in these imbalances has come in. Now, I should think that for 35 years I was normal. For the rest of my life I can be normal. So what do I do? So you think. You take the doctor's advice. You carefully analyze yourself, what all that you have done. In the area of your exercising and physical movements, your lifestyle, your food pattern, all that kind of abusing stuffs that you have done with alcohol, and too much of junk food, whatever, you analyze all those areas. One is your daily life, one is your food and nutrition part of your daily life, the other is your extracurricular activities, the other than the intoxication of many things. Every branch of it you analyze. Then you come to your mental health side. What are the factors disturbing you? What are the stress factors you are going through? What are the problems which is giving you constant emotional turbulences? All those things you analyze. Now what do you do? So you carefully take the first part of it is food. So you bring your sugar intake under control. The sucrose, the sugar which we have in tea and coffee, the sweets, the juices, the aerated waters and whatnot, analyze that. Find out how much of sugar you can have. You can have not beyond 30 grams of sugar per day. So you carefully design your tea, coffee, whatever. Next, eat in time. Cooked hot food. So here you have to be brilliant enough to understand Body is a tremendous machine. It has trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of terabyte of memory holding inside. So it has memorized everything. What is that happened with the system of food and nutrition, what you have sent inside from the time you are born till the time you were declared diabetes. So here what you have to understand is 0 to 20 years what you have eaten and grown. You go back to that. Close your eyes and go back to that. Stick to that food. Say, suppose I'm a South Indian. I have this South Indian breakfast as idli, dosa, pongal, puri, whatever it is. Any one of it will be there in the morning. I go back to that. Then I'm basically a rice eater. I go back to that. My rice, rasam, sambar, puri, whatever it is. Hot food, timely food. Control your sugar intake to not beyond 30 grams. Then in dinner we used to have some chapatis and all that. Stick to that. Again, timely food. Get on to your exercising. Go for about a walk at least for an hour in the morning and evening. Find your time for that. If you're going to say, I'm going to go on the night shift and this and that and whatnot, that is why that I got into this situation. Leave the job. Find a job immediately, as fast as possible, a day job, and then cut the night shift. You have to make adjustment there. So these are all the parameters with which you can very beautifully program yourself to get your blood glucose under control. It is not going to be difficult at all because body lived a normal life till the age of 35. It has the capacity to go back to that healthy scenario back again if you're going to work through this pattern. One. Secondly, what are all the problems mentally that you are going through? Try to have a close look at it. Okay, these are all the areas, this is one, this is two, this is three, which is affecting me, which is constantly making me brood over it, and giving me stress factor, giving me emotional disturbances, emotional turbulences. Identify these areas. You can do it. You will do it. It is very easy for every individual on this earth to do it. It is not a difficult stuff because it is your life. It is your exercise from your brain. Nobody is required for this. Nobody need to teach you all these things. Exercise that mental part of it. Find out the areas which is disturbing you. Try to find ways and means to block it. Keep an easy mind. It is a very easy stuff to do. Live for the day. Don't graze around the past. Don't imagine and fear of the future. You try to enjoy every minute of life, whatever that you have. Don't long for what you don't have. If you're going to long for what you don't have, it's going to push you back and back into stress. You put your effort and work towards what you don't have, but don't cry for it. Take life easier. So that mental front you have. Then you ease your relationship with the people around you with simple communication. Make sure you keep everybody mentally comfortable so that they don't come and disturb you. So make sure you give them confidence that you are good enough. All these kind of things, if you are going to see every compartment of it and recorrect it, you don't need to be a dependent on the medicine forever. If you are going to bring in medicines as a daily part of your life, we don't have research that 25 years of medication and 30 years of medication or 20 years of medication, what are all the side effects it is going to give us. We don't have such research. All medicines comes out with only 6 months or 1 year of clinical study evaluation and so on. Nobody can produce a medicine and give it to people for 25 long years and come out with medicine. They come out with the side effects and all that. Maybe it can give you more side effects, which we don't know. If you're going to pump in with too much of pharmacological chemical, that's going to create a lot of chemical imbalance inside, where it is definitely going to affect your pattern of thinking, your brain function, and so on. So diabetes is not a big problem. It is a simple glucose imbalance, which you can always recorrect it from your physical part of it, from your food and nutrition part of it, from your mental side of it, which is responsible for physical conditions. This is what is most important that one should understand, and every individual is going to understand this and exercise. I don't think so you're going to be dependent on the medical world which has no cure for it. Back to you, Susan.
Thank you for the wonderful psychological advice, Doctor. Let's meet in the next episode. Till then, it's your host Susan signing off. Please subscribe, like, and share to the people you care. Love you all.